We're gonna do something fun. Cheers before we even have the conversation. All right, so hey everybody, I am Omazing Rashid of the Forest Oasis Sanctuary, and we just sat down with Rodney.
Heard from Medici Family Entertainment.
And you came out here today to look at the Forest Oasis Sanctuary for your upcoming event. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it.
So when I first walked in, I saw this the inside of the building, and on its own, I could already see potential for an event. But then we moved outside, and on the website, I saw that it was a little small, and I was a bit concerned about that. But actually being here in the flesh, there's so much space, so much opportunity, and just so many places where this space as its own can grow, but also just as it is, it doesn't really need to. And talking about logistics and whatnot, um, yeah, there's just a whole lot of opportunity here, and so many options. And I know that one of your things is we have options. I have options, so we have options, and having those options gave me more opportunity to, give my clients more exposure, more value for what they're giving me. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
Let me ask about that. I'd love to double click, zoom in on that just a little bit. When you were talking about options for your clients, you're envisioning an event for 150, 200 people to enjoy 4 or 5 artists, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about some of the audio video tech options. We were talking about the TV, the projector, the surround sound, and the wireless mics. Tell me about what those options did for you.
So as far as looking for a DJ, looking for a videographer, there are a lot of options in Atlanta. However, I don't really have access to those. And so I called a couple of my friends, but they're a bit flaky, unresponsive, and not cool people. And so Omazing over here gave me both of the options that I needed. And so now I don't have to really worry about that. And it's taken care of in-house, and it's just the whole thing as far as sounds, promotions, and in-house, QR codes and whatnot. I was able to have those as options for my clients to get more exposure, more bang for their buck, and that was insanely convenient.
Now, I'm going to say this, a lot of people out there in the world are kind of cutthroat, dog eat dog. And, it's a winner take all, and either I'm going to win, it's my way or the highway. I do my best not to run that kind of an operation. In fact, as we were going through the conversation, I kind of figured it might be useful if I shared some of the ways that I run my numbers, and to try to help and show you how I'm looking at the numbers to help it make sense for you and your team. Could you talk about some of the things we did together to help make that make more sense for you and your team?
I have never opened spreadsheets a day in my life. And leaving this experience today, I have a solid foundation. Even if I don't ever use it again, I have a spreadsheet already made that Omazing helped me put together. And that's something that I probably wouldn't have learned until my early 30s, or ever, to be honest. And that's just invaluable.
And in that elusive spreadsheet, it's things like revenue,
Expenses,
expenses,
putting in my vendors and also my musicians and the services they will be getting, and adding all that up into the expenses and some value of what I will be spending, what we will be spending and earning. And that's something that I hadn't taken into consideration. I was just gonna, get a piece of paper, calculator, chuck it all out, but having it already done by the computer is just weights off my shoulders.
Awesome.
Weights.
So I'm excited about this event. Are you excited about this
I am
upcoming event?
insanely excited about this event.
Tell the lovely people what's happening and when.
People of Earth. All right. June 28th at the
Forest Oasis Sanctuary.
Forest Oasis Sanctuary. We have 5 performing artists. We have Sicko, Chaos in the Garden of 3. We have Aries. We have Emmy, JC, and CJ all performing at here, or over here, sorry. And show up.
Come through.
Show up. You already know where it's at. You're Washington. You know where it is. Pull
Here
up.
we are.
It's going to be the greatest place to be for that specific day, and we will be doing business again. And so, come back. We'll be here.
Oh, made my phone.